Hey guys, it's your BFF here, standing high above the Zocalo in Mexico City, the same place where they shot that iconic helicopter goes upside down scene. I had a chance to sit down with the cast. Take a look.
You had no authority. None. Mexico City. What were you doing there?
I was taking some overdue holiday.
So what's going on, James? They say you're finished.
What do you think?
I think you're just getting started.
Magnificent, isn't she? 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. A few little tricks up her sleeve.
Do one more thing for me.
What do you have in mind?
Make me disappear.
I guess first question for you is how, current is the topic of cyber warfare these days in terms of what we are going through?
I suppose it's as current as you could say anything is. Bond movies have always touched upon what's going on politically in the world and what's going on in, socially in the world. But you can't make it the central theme of the film. It has to be, it has to wind its way into the plot, and you can't forget that it's a Bond movie. But what we liked about it was that Bond's he's a physical guy. He wants to go into the field. He wants to look the enemy in the eye, and he wants to figure it out for himself. And he doesn't believe in sitting in a room looking at a computer screen. So it seemed like a good clash,
Let's talk about the stunts. Obviously, the Bond films are synonymous with stunts. There's the helicopter going upside down, you and Dave beating the shit out of each other on a train. How do you up the ante? And also, is there anything you say, all right, I'm good, I can't do that?
Look, there's plenty I can't do, and I'm happy to admit that. But that's why we have, just fantastic stuntmen and coordinators and who kind of look after me and, do the job for me. I mean, I'm always of the opinion if someone is going to look better doing it than I do it, then they should do it. But I love getting involved. I mean, I've always loved it. My heart rate goes up. I've got a fight scene with Dave Bautista. It's like, he's a lovely, lovely man, but he's very scary. But that's a huge amount of work before we start shooting, and we rehearse that scene for 6 weeks. Just getting it right, trying to get it right, so that when we come to shooting, we're not spending, too much time getting it wrong. I still, I don't bounce as well as I used to, so I try.
You look pretty bouncy.
I'm a little bouncy, but not as bouncy as I was.
What do you think makes James Bond laugh?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of moments in this film that he smiles more than he smiled in some of the others. The best thing about laughs in James Bond movies, they come out of tense situations, and they're sort of, pressure releases. And I think that's really, that's what kind of gives him a giggle, I think.
Obviously I see you're wearing an Omega watch. There's the car, there's, a marketing push that goes in with the film. So I want to know, A, do you get to keep any of the free crap? And B, how is that?
I wouldn't keep it if it was crap.
Do you get?
I don't take much away, because what we do, and we auction a lot off, and and if we can raise a ton of money for some charity, then I'd much rather do that. I've been lucky enough to keep a few things, so I have a watch or two that I actually wore in the movie, and I'm particularly proud of them because they represent something to me. But like I said, it's much better if we raise money for charity.
The car? Do you get a car?
I've got a car.
Just wrapping up, this might be your last one. How rewarding has this experience been, and what would you tell your younger self before he was about to take this gig?
Just enjoy it. I mean, and I have, on the whole, enjoyed every minute of it. And I don't know if I'm not going to do another one yet. I mean, it really is just a kind of one of those, I'd rather not be thinking about it. What have I learned? This is a great job. And not just acting in this movie, but just acting anyway, and it's just, you got to enjoy it.
Thank you, Daniel.
Nice
I really
to see
enjoyed
you.
the film.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Tell me where he is.
He's everywhere.
If you go there, you're crossing over to a place where there is no mercy.
You're protecting someone.
Get away from me! Why should I trust you?
Because right now, I'm your best chance of staying alive.
empowering in a way to be this type of Bond girl?
Actually, I was a bit surprised when I met Sam Mendes and he explained to me what he wanted, because I said, what I'm going to do at 50 years old in James Bond. But actually, he wanted this character really looks older and be 50 on screen. But even though she doesn't have the beauty of the youth anymore, she still has her femininity.
First of all, you have the beauty of the youth, so let's just get that.
Thank you. Thank you. But on screen, we created a 50 years old woman because we need to see also, to feel also her loneliness, her desperation, and she tries to escape, and still she has her femininity, and this femininity is going to save her. And I like the evolution of the femininity in the film because Lucia, she represents the past, and Madeleine, she represents the future. And maybe because I have two girls, two daughters, and I think this is a beautiful message for women.
So obviously there's an element in the film about cyber warfare and what we go through these days in terms of cyber security. Are you guys good with computers? Have you ever been hacked before?
You're good with computers?
I'm so bad at it. I have to say that I don't have internet.
No, I don't believe it. No,
no, I'm not very good with it, and I think that, but yeah, it's.
So you don't have Instagram? You don't have?
No, I have Instagram.
Oh, yeah, Instagram. I don't.
No, I have internet on my phone, and but I don't really. Yeah, it's not something that I'm good with it.
Why don't you?
Because I don't get there. No. But actually, I use the internet. Of course, if I need information, it's so great to be in contact in 2 seconds with everything. And then I have my daughters, they're so great, and, you know, they help me sometimes. But no, I don't have all the... No Facebook, no Instagram, nothing.
So I can't Facebook you, is what you're saying. All right, fine. Favorite Bond girls of the past. You're in this, club now. Who has been some of your favorite Bond girls of the past?
But I like Ursula Andress because it's a beautiful, strong image. I like Famke Jensen. I like Rosamund Pike, Eva Green, Sophie Marceau, Halle Berry. All great.
How about you?
I have to say that I have a crush on Eva Green. I really like her.
This organization, do you know what it's called?
Its name is Spectre.
And do you know who links them all?
Me.
Welcome, James.
You came across me so many times, yet you never saw me.
What took you so long?
What does Oberhauser do for fun, do you think? What would your character do for fun?
That's a wonderful question, because I think what he does for fun is something very basic. Something, sit and stuff a pipe and smoke it. Or, read a very childish, schlocky book. Or something, that is not, he's not, studying Kierkegaard. I don't think so. He might even read James Bond novels.
What would he watch on TV?
He doesn't own a TV. I don't think so. He doesn't have time for that.
Netflix. He probably does Netflix.
No, he owns Netflix, but he doesn't have it.
Is it time for female Bond? There's been some buzz.
That's a really interesting question. I would say that anything is possible, and let's focus on the elements of Bond that we love, like, the charisma, the sexual magnetism, the prowess in the field. I would say that, but then other traditionalists would say, no, it always has to be a male. I don't know. I'm on the fence. Let the fans decide.
Could you do it?
Absolutely, 100% not. I would completely vote myself out of that. No, Daniel does, 14, 15-hour days, and then he comes back and trains for 2 hours. He does most of his own stunts unless the insurers won't allow him to do it. So, he's really extraordinary. I definitely could not do that. I had my little taste of stunt life in Skyfall, and I'm much happier behind the desk.
Well, Dave, we're here.
We are here.
All right, my first question for you is how much, forgive me for being crass, But how much fucking Nando's chicken do you eat to look like that?
It's so funny, man, because Nando's is my spot, and I'm there like more than they want to see me. Like I walk in the door like, God, he's back. And, yeah, just chicken. I eat a lot. I do eat a lot.
So, like, what protein? Like, how do you maintain this?
I think this is actually easy because this is a lighter weight for me. I was at one point in my life I was about 370 pounds, and I was really training to be big. And now it doesn't require a lot. This is kind of a svelte weight for me. But I still, I just eat a lot because I enjoy eating. But I don't really stay to any strict, healthy bodybuilding diet. There's a certain, few things that I don't eat. But yeah, pretty much I just like to eat, man.
I mean, there's some intense, you beat the shit out of Daniel in this film. Tell me about those sequences. Yeah. Was there ever any mishaps, and what is that like? I mean, he's the star. You don't want to just rip his face off.
No, there was a couple of mishaps, but it was just it's one of those scenes that was very physical. Definitely, we just got our bumps and bruises. He tore something in his knee, which required surgery. So that was, the biggest thing. But yeah, there was, punch heard around the world. Daniel let me have it like right in the nose. Some would call it a receipt, but no, it was just an accident. But he did. I can confirm that Daniel's got a hell of a left hook. Caught me flush in the nose. But it was just things like that, and it's the nature of the scene. But at the end of the day, when you watch the scene, you can see that it's very physical, and you can see that it's us too. And I think that kind of matters, with the fans when they can actually see that it's us like fighting. Yeah.
I'm not getting anywhere near you two ever on a train or any vehicle ever.
Yeah, if we're in a train together, just clear out.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's an element of kind of cyber warfare in this film.
Yeah.
Have you ever been hacked? Are you good with computers?
I'm not. I'm a casual surfer. I just like everybody else. I'm social media and I surf and I Google everything. But no, I don't think that I've ever been hacked. I hope I haven't, but I'm not. I wouldn't be worried about my own personal privacy, but there may be a few choice pictures that I have collected from this and that, But I travel a lot. I'm in hotels a lot, so my wife might send me a picture or two, and I'd hate for those to get out. But otherwise, I'm pretty open about everything, and I'm not easily embarrassed. So.
What does Hinks do to relax?
Besides
beat the shit out of people.
I think, the way I see Hinks, I think when he would be relaxing, he would be getting pampered somewhat, being manicured. You can see that he's very well groomed and very manicured. So that's what I see him. I see him as that guy, sitting there with his suit and tie and having his shoes shined and stuff like that.
Is this really what you want? Living in the shadows? Hunting, being hunted, always alone.
I don't stop to think about it. It was me, James. The author of all your pain.